Welcome everybody to today's live and interactive broadcast. Yes, I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Yes, this is awesome. Man, our mentor always tells us, as you guys know, the power of the internet is real. And like, this is a perfect example. We were just chatting before we came on here, talking about where everyone's from, what everybody's doing. It's different times and different places, and everyone's online working together tonight, here right now. I love this part of this job. This is awesome for me. I work in hotels, and when I have to go do business and go take care of stuff, I have to go to the hotels, right? I have to go meet people in boardrooms and talk about stuff, which is fine. But this is much, much nicer. I prefer just sitting at home talking to you guys all around the world. One of the things, guys, that I have realized is that since the internet is so wide, that we get to touch so many different people, that it ends up people that are like you are attracted to you, right? So you're actually surrounding yourself with like-minded people, and there's so many of them on the internet that they just start coming towards you, right? You guys feel that on the online when you guys are out there, all of a sudden people are like very similar to you, and they think the same way, and they act like you, and they're posting very similar thoughts and ideas. And that's the power of the internet. And that's why I honestly am falling in love with this industry, right? All the other stuff aside, the money, the freedom, the time freedom, the extra income for the family, all that stuff's awesome. Believe me, that stuff's awesome, right? Everyone agrees with that. But meeting people that think like you, right? Especially for me, I live on this tiny little island. Like, it's a tiny island in the middle of the ocean, guys. It's a resort island. It's just me and hotel guests and resort guests, and that's pretty much it that are here. I don't meet that many people that think like me. Everyone's on holiday and they're drunk, honestly, okay? But when I come on Aston and John, we're going to have some amazing interviews with these guys. They've had some recent success with us in Millionaire Mentoring. We are students of the game, okay? That's what we do. If you're a student of the game and you're continually learning, right? If you're constantly upgrading yourself, good things will happen to you. And we were fortunate enough to surround ourselves with some people that have been doing this for a long time. They teach us strategies. They teach us things that most people don't, right? And I'm going to expose a little bit of the things that we've learned and the dark parts of the industry that most people don't tell you. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. And then I'm going to interview these guys and ask them, how they're doing with their recent successes. So before we get into that, I just like to say hi to everybody on the call here. We have Tammy. How you doing there, Tammy? How are you? Right? David, what's up, buddy? We were chatting before coming on. Lewis, how you doing there, Lewis? We can see you, bro. A little bit dark, but we can see you. Are you all good there, man? All right, cool. Marina's here. Melissa. Awesome. Let's see here. Go to the next screen. Yeah. All right. So who here, just a show of hands, who here is in a home-based business already as we speak? Who has some sort of an online business that they're working at, right? And okay, so most people. And who here does not, and they're just curious because they know that 70 million people are coming online soon, and they want to know what this industry is all about, and they want to position themselves. Who's in that sort of a position? Everybody? Yeah, okay. So everyone's sort of on the same page. Lewis is, yeah, he's looking into the industry. Okay, cool. Hi, Marina. We can see your forehead. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? Okay. Oh, my screen's moving around a lot. People are moving around. This is cool. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about right now some of the things that our millionaire member tells us. And I went live the other day and I talked about this, and I got so many people messaging me, asking me like, how is it that most people fail, but our team seems to be consistently earning, right? Like, how is that? What is that, right? What is that? And I want to talk in this broadcast today to hopefully inspire you guys and show you that regular people just like us, right? We're just normal people working jobs, doing whatever we do, can make extra income online, right? And it's possible because, there's success stories in our teams from kids that are like 17 making 20K their first month. There's guys like us putting extra couple $1,000s in our pockets each month, right? $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month, guys, drastically changes your lifestyle, right? Drastically changes your lifestyle. So hopefully after these interviews, you guys, get a bit of a background as to what we're doing, what this is all about. And you can go out there and, you know, achieve your dreams, because it is possible. This community is full of inspiring stories of regular people like you and I, right? So who's excited for this, guys? Who's excited like me? I'm super pumped up. I love it. I love talking to successful entrepreneurs online that are just doing their thing and crushing it. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Aston, thanks for showing up at 3 a.m, buddy. This is awesome. So for those of you guys who don't know me, like I said, my name's Sivi. I'm a hospitality consultant. I live here in Asia. I've been here about 7 years now. My wife and I both work in hotels, right? We're general managers in hotels. And, you know, outside conditions are always affecting us in life, right? You have different things happening. You have divorces, you have child custody, you lose your jobs, the economy crashes. Things happen, and it puts people into a situation where they need to make a move. Your back is usually against the wall, right? There's only two types of people that enter this industry, guys, right? Now, let me know if this sounds familiar. There's either the type of person who's against the wall, they've had enough, and they're just reaching a point where they need to make a change. They need to make some sort of an adjustment in their life. And that's where I was. That's what got me into working online and into Millionaire Mentoring, was because my back was against the wall. We lost all of our businesses and everything overnight when they closed this island a while ago. The president here in the Philippines, he does very outrageous things very quickly, and it crushed us. So I went online to learn how to make money. And honestly, you know, they say it's a blessing in disguise, right? Like, this was my blessing in disguise. It was a terrible time for me. I fell into a depression. I was crying every day because we lost our businesses, and, you know, I have a young family. And I went online and I was like completely overwhelmed, and I just kept losing more money, and it got worse and worse and worse, until I was shown the light, and I was actually shown what this industry is about. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what that is right now. And when I learned that, I realized that I can do it, and I will do it. And I am doing it, right? So that's what I'm up to. And I still work at my job, right? I still manage a few hotels. I consult here and there. But I work full-time at my jobs, but a part-time on my fortune. This is my fortune right here. I'm building my fortune future for my family. This right here, part-time online, a couple hours a day, right? You don't need to spend 20 hours a day on your computer to make money, guys. I thought you did, but you don't, okay? So let's talk about what most seven-figure income earners aren't telling you, okay? It's a fact. 97% of people are failing in the internet business, okay? 97%. And the ones who are making some money are making less than $500 a month, okay? Now, that's ridiculous. Now, why is that? Why is that? Oh, okay. A lot of times, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of times when you join a company, whether it's a direct sales company or an MLM company or a crypto company, it doesn't matter what the company is. A lot of times when you join these companies, your leaders will send you down a path that's completely different from what they're actually doing, right? They'll send you down a path that is leading you to bankruptcy and broke. It's a broke man's path. But the reason they do that is because they're getting what they need from it. It's very unethical. It's disgusting. When I realized this, because I was on this path, I followed some people that told me to do what I'm going to tell you, and it was ridiculous what was happening. And there's many, many people that I know inside our team now that were following this same broke man's model, okay? So they're off doing some strategy that's working, and they're making a ton of money, and then they show you their payment income on their phone or whatever. But what they're really doing behind the scenes is completely different, right? So why is that? Like, why would they do that to you? So if you think about it deeply, right? This came directly from our mentor's mouth. If you think about it deeply, what does the company really want to do? Say you're in say you're selling weight loss, or you're selling, water machines or something. What does the company really want, right? What's their goal? Anybody have a guess what the company's goal is? Anybody? Make money. Make money. Make money as fast as possible. Speed, right? Companies want to make money as quickly as they can. They're not looking long-term for you. They're looking short-term for themselves, and they want more of yous later coming in, right? They want to make money quickly. And why does the leader bring you in? What do they want to do? They want to rank up, right? They want to rank up as quickly as they can. Okay. So they can pile people in and get them on this wheel, and they're just spitting out, you know, and it's benefiting them. They're ranking up. Maybe you make a few sales because you're tapping into your warm market, your friends, your family, you know, people that generally aren't interested, but maybe you make a couple of sales, right? You make a couple of sales. Yeah, go out, make a list of your friends and family, you know, sell some stuff to them. So, okay, you go do that, right? Most people aren't even interested, but the ones who do, maybe you make a couple sales. Maybe your grandma feels sorry for you. A couple of buddies think, you know, you got something here, cool. They buy, but then what, right? Then what? Nothing at all. But the leader doesn't care, right? Because they've made a few sales off of you. Now, what's the next step that they do, right? What's the next step? They tell you, oh, here's a landing page. Go buy a bunch of traffic, right? Who here has been told to go buy a bunch of solo ads or Facebook ads? Go buy a bunch of traffic. Slam it to the funnel. It's totally going to make you rich. I also did that shit. Sorry to curse, but I did that, and it made me super mad when it didn't work. Like, it didn't work. I kept buying solo ads. Every week I was buying $100 worth of ads, which isn't that much. Still $100 a week. It's $400 a month. And I was boom, slamming it to my funnel like they told me to. And I wasn't getting the results. Like, I wasn't making money. I made the odd sale here and there, but it wasn't raining from the sky like I was believing it would, right? So this is the debt model. They're asking you to exhaust your friends and family. They're asking you to buy traffic and put it on your credit card or whatever, right? And then they get you all caught up in a technical sort of cycle where you're talking about sales funnels and more traffic and autorespond, and it becomes overwhelming, and you feel like, oh man, it's so complicated. I guess I'll just buy more traffic, right? I guess I'll just buy more traffic. And the technical stuff, it will overwhelm most people, right? And they will quit at that point. That's the way it goes. You come in, you exhaust your friends and family, you make a couple sales, the company's happy, the leader's happy, right? Then you go slam traffic, the leader's happy again because you're probably buying it from him, right? And then what? Then you get overwhelmed, you're not making money, and then you quit. That is how most people experience the online marketing space. It's super important to understand that broke man's model, because most people are following that. I was following it. I know a few of my fellow students were following it. We have people that got into 100K plus in debt following this model, right? 100K debt, $100,000 from following this model and listening to these people. And then they came into Millionaire Mentoring. They came into our circle. They learned free strategies, right? Free strategies that completely changed what they're doing and how they're doing it. And all of a sudden now they're in the money, and now they're out there doing their thing. They have way more self-esteem. Their confidence goes through the roof. Everything's better, right? Because they've learned the formula, right? They've learned the formula. So when you're out there, right, people are out there pitching their primary business on the front end, right? So say, like I said, say you have a weight loss thing, and you go out there and you're telling everybody about your weight loss. Look at my weight loss. Look at my weight loss. It's the best weight loss thing ever, right? Or so you have a travel company, free trips. Check out this travel company. It's the best travel company you've ever seen, right? It's the best. We're all going to get rich off this travel company. People are out there pitching their primary business. And what happens when you do that, guys, this is the thing. When you're out there pitching that, you're losing 95% of your possible qualified buyers for whatever it is you're selling.
Yep.
You're losing them instantly, they're gone. And I did this. I did this. I know from experience that does not work, okay? You're losing them. Why? Because they think they have the best business already, right? They'll think, oh, I don't need your weight loss thing. I have the best weight loss thing. Or, I don't need weight loss thing. I'm totally ripped. What do I need that for, right? Or forget those travel things. I don't want to do the travel thing. I think that's a stupid model. I don't want to do it. You're losing these people instantly when you're telling them your primary business, right? You wipe them away and they will not come back. It's a huge mistake. And people don't even know they're doing it, right? They don't even know that they're completely decreasing their chance of success because they're wiping away 95% of their possible target market. Okay. Now people are failing and they wonder why. I just told you why, right? They're pitching their primary business and they're following the broke man's model of buying traffic. Even if you buy a ton of leads, if you don't know what to do with the leads, if you don't know how to upsell and downsell them, what's the point of having a ton of leads, right? What's the point of having a ton of leads if you don't know what to do with it, right? Now, the broke man's model is something that you don't need to follow. Okay, you don't need to follow it. There's much, much better ways. I want to bring out a couple of guys here that are in Millionaire Mentoring with me. We use a totally different strategy, something that when people implement this, they succeed. Okay, it's free strategies. We don't buy any traffic at all. We have success stories in the hundreds. Every day people are popping commissions, right? When most people are failing online, our teams are making money consistently, right? Using free strategies, we've earned over $2.5 million as a team in profit, okay? Most teams can't even say they've earned $100, okay? And I'm just being frank. When 97% of people fail, and you have a team over here that's making that kind of money from free strategies, right? There's something going on. There's some sort of magic in the air, right? And that's why I get super fired up and excited to talk about it. And that's why I'm always, telling everybody in my circle about how amazing these strategies are, because once you understand them and implement them, right, it drastically changes your life. Because for me, adding a couple $1,000s a month to my pocket has completely changed my wife and my lifestyle. Completely changed it, right? I still work my job. I'm going to my job right after I get off this. I'm going for lunch and I'm doing some stuff there, right? But doing things like this, doing webinars, following formulas, following strategies, doing this, doing that, making a couple grand a month will drastically change your life. Now, I hope that these guys inspire you with a little bit of their stories. Myself, I'm super inspired listening to people talk about, where they came from and where they are now and where they're going, right? It's all about people growing and learning together. And that's what this is really all about. And I love it so much. So without further ado, let's bring out John. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, doing great. Thanks, Civi.
Cool. Awesome. So John's been in Millionaire Mentoring now a couple months, right, bud?
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, a couple months. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Break it down.
Hey, Angeline. Yeah, man. So I came into to Millionaire Mentoring. Well, let me back up. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in and out of this industry for about the past going on 13 years, man. I've seen a lot of the same stuff that you were just talking about, the broke man's model, where people will put you through this, the ringer. Hey, go do this. Well, hey, try this. Go hit your warm market. Make a list of 100 people. Run through that. Oh, well, I'm done with that. We'll run through it again. All that crap. That just doesn't work. And I was blessed enough to be able to find some folks that did share some secrets with me, throughout my tenure, and I was able to make a little bit of money, but I never had that huge income story. I didn't have that breakthrough, that I was looking for. So I dropped in and out, and I went back to school and got a degree. Been working, I like, just like Civi, I work full time. I work for a major hospital corporation, and I do information security. So what I do, it takes a lot of my energy, a lot of my time, a lot of my focus to make sure that these systems are up and running. But what's so great about this Millionaire Mentoring thing is I'm able to do it in about an hour a day. So, after, a few years of just, getting kicked in the tail end, and back in December, I was talking to a friend of mine who got started. He didn't make a couple $1,000s himself. And I looked at a video similar to the one we're doing right now. And I just was like, okay, why not? Let's see if this thing works, man. And dude, I joined right before Christmas. I don't know anybody that does anything like that, but I said I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get this training, and I'm just gonna let it soak in and really understand the skills that we need to succeed online. And I just started seeing people popping out $1,000 commissions just right and left in our group. And I was like, oh my gosh, this works, man. So, that brings us up to the last couple months. I've been able to help a couple people get started up. I added a couple $1,000s a month to my own income. And like you said, man, drastically changes your life, man. It really does. I can't say enough about it, man. It's just the skills that I've learned in the past 3 months are the things that were hidden from me over the last 13 years. And it's kind of like when Neo took the red pill in the Matrix, that was it.
Totally.
Man. Yeah, man.
That's totally it. That's exactly how I feel, man. Like, that's exactly how I feel. I felt like, I wasn't working online at all before this, at all. Like, I've never worked online in my life. The reason I went on was because I had to, because we lost everything, right? And I was like, well, shit, I still have the internet. I guess I could make some money on the online. And I had no idea what I was doing, right? Like, I haven't been online tons of years, so I haven't seen or been exposed to all that stuff, but I was instantly bombarded with that broke man model, and people just hungry for your commissions and hungry coming after you, right? And like you say, man, I was totally, my eyes were wide open when I saw, I was like, oh my God.
Yep.
I literally felt like I was shaken awake, like, right?
Yep.
Shaken awake. Yeah, man. All right. Well, that's awesome. I love it. It's awesome. And I've seen you've been having some success inside the group. I see some of your teams are having some of your guys are having some success.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, right? When people come in and they actually go through the training and absorb it, like you said, like what I did, I watched the training like 4 or 5 times back to back,
Yep.
for like a couple of weeks, like just constantly. I was just imprinting it into my mind.
Yes.
And right. And when you do that, like, I'll tell you guys something honestly, like it's changed me as a person. Like, as a person, I'm a totally different man than I was a couple months ago when I started this, completely. Right. And it's all glory to the mentors, because those guys, man, they've been around the block, but they're also deeply embedded in quantum physics and law of attraction and all this stuff. And like, I love that stuff. And I'm sure you guys, anybody else here, love law of attraction and personal development and working on yourself and reading and writing in journals and, going inside and feeling your feeling and seeing where you're at in this world. Right? Exactly. There's my journal. So like when I realized that, like, and this is something that they tell us, this business, guys, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but what I'm going to tell you right now actually might really be the light bulb here. Listen to this one. This is what like blew my mind. We're really in the personal development business. Okay. This is a personal development journey that is disguised as a business opportunity. It's a fact, right? John and Aston, you know that, right? Yes, it's a fact. I was in such a depressed state when I started Millionaire Mentoring. I didn't know what to do with myself, honestly. I've never been so sad in my life. It almost makes me cry right now. And when I got in there and I started going through the training, showing up to the live trainings, the live broadcasts and stuff, and listening to other people that were very similar to me, and they broke through it, right? And now they're having 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 months. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. I thought I was signing up for more business opportunities. Slam traffic to your funnel, do this, sign up for that, you're gonna get a bunch of money. No, this is working on yourself. And the more you work on yourself, the better you become as a person, right? The more you grow, the more you will earn in this industry. When you understand that, it all changes. It all changes. And that's what changed for me. And I love it so, so much. So, John, tell us a little bit about your vision for the future, bud.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great question, man. My vision is, man, when I tell it to other people that aren't on the same path, they think I'm crazy, because it's more than just earning a lot of money, it's about freedom. And I want to earn 6 figures a month. And it's not because I just want to stack up this a mass amount of money or anything. What I want to do is I want to be able to wake up when I want to wake up, go to sleep whenever I want to go to sleep. I want to be able to help people who or maybe starting down that path that I started down 13 years ago, but catch them before they go through all of that, and just pluck them up and show them you don't have to go through that. Be able to just use that success to be a help for other people. There's not just in network marketing, but I've always had my hands in the music business as well, and I've had a little studio that I ran out of my house. I want to build another studio that I can actually help some budding musicians afford some demo music, things like that. Open a gym. I love the building of the bodies and helping people get healthy, and there's the vision of mine and the way my brain works. My goodness, if I sat here and spelled it out, it would take about 2.5 hours. But more than anything, man, what Millionaire Mentoring has done for my vision is it changed the focus from me and put it on to everyone else, the other people that I can help, man. Like my dad, I want to pay off his house and take him to all the places that he never got to go because he worked so hard for us, to make sure that we had what we had, right? I want to be able to just put coats on people's backs that are standing out in downtown Nashville down the road from my house when they're out here freezing, just put some meals in front of them. Whatever I can do to give back, because, I've walked down those hard roads. I was homeless at one time. I lived in a hotel, about 19 years ago. So I know what it's like. And I see that and I'm like, man, I've been blessed so much. And, my breakthrough is, I'm living in it, man. And to run through that and allow all of that wonderful blessing to pour down on me, I can't hold it all, man. I just want to give it to everybody else and show them that they can do anything and they can do this, man. Whatever it is that I'm working on, I want to be able to help other people grow as not only, in their income, but as a person, because that's what this has done. It's shifted my vision from inside to outside, man. So
Exactly. I love it, man. That's super inspiring. That's the thing that happens when you jump in there and you start surrounding yourself with like-minded people that have similar vision, right? Everybody on this panel, I'm sure, show of hands, please, who can resonate with that vision and feel something inside you that's pulling you somewhere similarly, right? You want to help people. You want to show people the light, help teach people what you're learning, help other people grow. That's something that's human nature, right? That's naturally human nature, is to want to help people. Now, there's two ways to help, right? There's two things. There's the ego telling you to help people so that you can get all the recognition, right? And then there's the other way where you want to selflessly help people because you just honestly want to share the energy that you're feeling. And I honestly believe going through the training in Millionaire Mentoring and listening and hanging out literally with millionaires, the money's not the thing, but they are millionaires. So that's important to understand. When people have made millions of dollars doing what we're doing right now, working online, right? And then they couple it with ridiculous personal development, strategies and growth mindset stuff. I mean, these guys were literally walking on fire with Tony Robbins 15 years ago, before it was cool. Right? Before the internet was around and everyone was looking at an Instagram of Tony Robbins walking on fire. These guys were doing it back then, right? These guys have dinner with T. Harv Eker. Like, they know him personally. He called us from his house, right, in Hawaii. That's the level these guys are on. And to me, when you get around that energy, just being in this vortex with those people completely changes your cells. It really does. All of a sudden you start vibing and you're up here vibing and you can really feel it. And when you feel that, you want to give it out to other people. That's the human nature. And I think that's what John's saying, right? And that's how I feel too. And I know Aston does too. And I know Angeline does too, right? I know we do, because I see what we're doing inside the group. I can see how we're helping other people. by doing what people did for us, right? Passing it down the line. That's what this is all about. And it's just amazing. All right. Well, thanks so much, John. Amazing story, my friend. Congratulations on your recent success in the group. I love all your action inside there. You're one of the leaders, and your posts and your stuff is super inspiring.
Thank you.
Up next, we have my boy Aston coming at us from 3 a.m. in London town. Thank you for waking up, my friend. See, this is what it takes, guys. If you have a drive to succeed, if your vision outweighs your excuses, right? If your goals are bigger than your excuses, you can make anything in this world happen. People lose weight and get fit. People go from broke to rich. Whatever you want to do, if your vision is pulling you there, you can get there. And Aston is a perfect example of this. So I want to bring him out, say hello, and listen to what he's got to say. Aston, come on out, my friend. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey, Servi, thank you, matey. First of all, thank you so much for having me on here. What I would say, can we make it a more convenient time next time, please? No, I'm joking. To be fair, guys, just to give you sort of some background, yesterday, I actually got my timing wrong. So I was actually on here yesterday at 3 a.m. as well. So how's that for commitment? But listen, guys, whatever it takes to help other people, I really, really don't mind. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to share my story with all of you.
Nice. Cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Aston, we were both on here yesterday. We were like, wait a minute. What day is it? Is it the right day? It happens with the world times, right? That's funny. But again, commitment. I love it, buddy. All right, tell us a little bit about your backstory, man. What's your deal? How did you get into this, and how's it going, man?
Okay, cool. So yeah, what I want to do, I just want to tell you guys a bit about myself, my background, and also just talk about Millionaire Mentoring and how that's changed my life. So first of all, I'm based in the UK. I'm originally from South Africa, as you can hear from my dodgy accent. I've been in the UK for about 15 years or so. So my story was, I was in South Africa, obviously a third world country, a lot of poverty. I think I told my story to David at some point, and I got involved into drugs, and I got involved hardcore into drugs. So I had to break out of that environment, because if I had to stay in South Africa, one of two things would have happened. I would have died, firstly, or secondly, I would have been in prison. And that's the truth, guys. So that's why I decided to explore. I decided to come to the UK. Initially, it was going to be for 2 years, but 16 years later, I'm still here. So I got to the UK. I had a bit of spending money, ended up spending all my spending money in probably about 3 months. I got to the UK. I saw the bright lights of the city, and I just started partying. And when I realized I was actually down to my last £5 in my pocket, I had a return ticket back to South Africa, which obviously was not an option for me. Because if I went back to South Africa, I went back into the same environment and then back into my same old habits. Luckily, I got a job just before I ran out of money. I got a job, I got into retail, and I quickly worked my way up. So within sort of 3 years, I probably tripled my salary within 3 years. However, after that, for the next 10 years, my salary just flatlined. In fact, I would say it actually went backwards, because cost of living went up, but my salary stayed the same. And that's when I decided to go onto the online world and see what else I could do, because I felt like I've had more to offer. You know, I felt that I can achieve more in life. I just didn't want to work 9 to 5 every day and don't feel that I'm achieving anything. And that's when I came into the online world. And I can remember, I started with a company called Questra. I don't know if you guys know it, AGAM, Atlantic Global. I lost probably about 15 to 20,000 with that company. However, I didn't give up. I got into cryptocurrency, and quickly I made about 40,000, probably in the space of about 3 months. And I was like, yeah, I'm balling. But this was about around the time where everybody was making money in crypto, you know, but still it felt good. However, then the market started dipping, and I probably lost 40,000 just as quickly as I made it. just as quickly as I made it. I got into master notes. Me and Sivi was doing sort of the same type of things. And yes, I lost all of that money quite quickly. And that's when I started looking into affiliate marketing, digital marketing, etc. Tried a few different things, me and Sivi as well. Didn't work out until I found Millionaire Mentoring. And that's when I had my big breakthrough. Not just financially, guys, all aspects of my life, not just financially, emotionally, even something like the relationships with my daughter and my partner drastically improve. Also, from the back of that, this is a true story, guys. Me and my partner has been together for many years, but we never got married. After I got into Millionaire Mentoring, I'm happy to say we went back to South Africa probably about 2 months ago, and we got married. And that's all down to the mentoring we got in Millionaire Mentoring, all down to the mindset. Because here's the thing, guys. You need to love yourself before you love someone else. And this is what Millionaire Mentoring can literally do for you. And I'm not joking. So yeah, that's just a little bit of story about my background in terms of Millionaire Mentoring. And I always explain it like this. Who here plays lotto? Who here plays lotto? Now imagine someone handing you the lotto numbers. All you have to do is go play it. This is exactly what Millionaire Mentoring is, guys. Somebody's giving you the blueprint to success. All you have to do is turn up, submit your ego, and follow the blueprint to success. And I always talk about if professional sports people needs a coach. You know, if you look at Michael Jordan, if you look at Roger Federer, all of these people have coaches, guys. So if they need a coach, you're damn right. I need a coach as well. I always like the story. We here know Serena and Venus Williams. Anyone? Put up your hands. Now, their dad, Richard Williams, heard a commentator say on the TV that you can earn thousands of dollars a week by playing tennis. And as soon as he heard that, it was like a light bulb moment for him. So what he did was he went out and trained himself. He firstly trained himself. Then he wrote an 87-page blueprint on how to train his daughters. And the rest is history. We all know they became two of the most successful tennis players on this world. What's the point of my story? The point of my stories are great athletes are not born, but trained by great coaches. Same with marketers, guys. Great marketers are not born. Successful marketers are not born. They are trained by great coaches. And that's it, guys. Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, all of these people, they've got coaches. So if we think we can do it alone, then we either might be very, very arrogant or delusional. We can't do it alone, guys. We need somebody that's been there, that's done that, and that's willing to share all the secrets with us. And that's the power of Millionaire Mentoring. Back over to you, Sevi.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. You hit it right on the head there, bro. You hit it right on the head. You know, I'll take it one step further. Athletes need coaches. That's for sure. I was a professional athlete at one point in my life. I was going for the Olympics in alpine ski racing. Never made it, but we had coaches, obviously. We had trainers. We had people telling us everything, what to do, literally step by step, how to be the best athlete we could be. Look at Donald Trump. You think he doesn't have speech coaches? He does. Okay, who's writing his speeches? Somebody else, right? Politicians, they have coaches teaching them how to look and how to act and how to move their body on stage when they're giving presentations, right? Actors have coaches. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, they have acting coaches, right? And I don't know if you know, but Tony Robbins, everybody loves Tony Robbins. And I honestly was like, how the heck did this guy become so powerful and so great? How did he do that, right? And I recently found out that he was working under Jim Rohn when he was 17 years old. I didn't know that. You guys know Jim Rohn. He was working under Jim Rohn at Jim Rohn's events when he was 17. So that tells you right there how Tony became the man he was. He learned from one of the best, right? And you need that, especially in the online game, because this place is ruthless. It's full of sharks. It's full of people that are just out for your credit card details. It's full of people that are taking you down the broke man model, making you run traffic to some BS funnel that doesn't work. That's what this really is. And when you step into a space like Millionaire Mentoring and you're surrounded with people that are doing it the ethical way, and they teach you these real strategies that work, and they help you work on your mindset and your personal belief, loving yourself, all of this stuff, it just explodes inside your mind. All of a sudden, you know what to do, and you have the confidence and self-belief to actually go out and do that, right? That's the thing that you need both. You need to know what to do, but you also need to know that you can do it, right? And when you're surrounded with people that are doing it daily in our group, I put out a post yesterday. I congratulated 10 people in our team that made $1,000 this week. 10 people that made $1,000 this week. How often, I mean, come on, honestly, from free traffic, that's insanity. So Aston, tell us a little bit about your vision for the future, if you would, my friend.
Okay, cool. So obviously, I don't want to be too I've got a lot of visions for myself, obviously financially, what I want to achieve, the freedom, all of the rest, all of the normal stuff, which is fine. But I don't want to go on about that too much at the moment. Sort of my bigger vision is, so obviously I'm in the UK. I've got family in South Africa. South Africa's got a lot of poverty. I don't see my family that much. I would love to see them more. Obviously, the freedom will help me to do that. But also my family's got family business in South Africa, and it's been doing well for many years. But recently it's not been doing so well, to the fact that now my mom and my dad, which is in their retirement age, still have to turn up daily, work long hours in order to sustain the family business. And where we have so many people within the family working for the business, if the business goes down, then all of them is in the same boat. So obviously that's my bigger vision. I want to help them. I want to help to retire my mom and dad so they can enjoy their retirement. They've worked hard for most of their lives. So that's one of the bigger visions. But then also I've seen what this program have done for me, not just financially, but all other aspects, mindset, relationship, etc. And I want to share this program with as many people as possible so they can also have their breakthroughs. They can also have the breakthroughs. And that for me is the bigger vision. So I don't want to talk too much about my own financial, because I've got those visions, but I want to more sort of concentrate on those bigger visions.
Yeah, man. I hear you on that one. I mean, everybody has aspirations to be, rich and free. Every single person on the human wants to live the freedom lifestyle. I'm sure we can all agree on that, right? But the thing, again, the mindset that comes with this training opens your vision to other things like helping more people, being a humble servant leader, right? And helping other people get to their breakthrough. That's what this is really about. And that is what John and Asen are actually talking about. When they're talking about helping people, they're talking about growing they're really talking about giving the energy back to the universe that they're absorbing from this training, from our mentors. It's an energy exchange, okay? And as humans, it's our human condition to want to give. And when you have something that's amazing in your hand, like Millionaire Mentoring, something that's changed thousands of lives, thousands, okay? Thousands of people's lives have changed. When that type of power is in your hands and you can simply show somebody that door and open it for them and say, it's right there, you just have to walk through it, right? When you have that in your pocket, that is an amazing feeling, because all of a sudden now you can help change the world, right? You can help change people's lives. It's amazing. And I'm just forever grateful for it. It's unbelievable. I mean, Aston, you came in with me, right? Aston came in with me a couple of months ago, and actually, I'm just realizing this right now, but as you say these words, I'm realizing that I was the one who brought you in. I didn't even think about that until just now. So yeah. I'm getting that feeling right now of, yeah, man, bringing people into an amazing experience and their life is changing for the better. that literally is happening right now, and I'm just feeling it. And you can see the goosebumps on my arms standing up, and I'm getting choked up thinking about it. Actually, it's crazy what's happening right now, buddy. I love it. This is awesome. Cool. Okay, so guys, I hope you guys got some value from this. I hope you understand now the difference between the broke man's model of pitching your business on the front end and scaring away all of your potential buyers versus what we do and attracting people. And the broke path that most 7-figure income earners send you down, right? Which is to buy traffic and put it to a funnel and get technical with it, versus the free strategies that we learn that you don't have to have any technical skills whatsoever, guys. Zero technical skills. There's only one thing you need to master. One skill set you need to master that is taught in Millionaire Mentoring. And that is people. Okay, people. If you can master yourself and you can relate to people and understand where they're coming from and how you can help them on their journey, which is the main foundation of what we learn. Okay, when you understand how to do that, it helps you as a person. Aston said it changed the way he got married. And I mean, come on, for me, it pulled me out of depression, and now I'm helping other people. To put the money aside, okay? That's what it's about. When you understand that, when you understand we're all on a personal development journey together, and we're making money because of it, that is, for me, the cha-ching light bulb moment. And I hope you got that light bulb moment here today, because that is super important for you to understand. Did you guys get some value today? Let me know if you guys got some value from this. This is amazing, pulling people together and talk. Yes, Aston.
Yeah, I actually want to do something if it's okay. She's going to hate me for this, but we had Angeline joining the program about 5 days ago. So it would be sort of nice to just hear from her, just to get her perspective. And I tell you why, because sometimes before you get into a program, people promise you the world, but as soon as you get into that program, you're like, whoa, this is not what I've been promised. So I just want to actually hear her opinion in terms of her experiences over the last 5 days, the community within Millionaire Mentoring, etc. And also, is it living up to the hype? So Angeline, sorry to do this to you, sister, but
that's okay. I'm not surprised. Hi, everybody.
All right.
Oh my God. No problem. No. Well, I can say this. This has totally changed my life already in 5 days. I mean, my brother Aston and I became friends last year in August. I remember it was towards the end of August. And I remember he was going to Greece with his family. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I should be in Greece right now. My dad's in Greece. He's 85, you know. It's like, you know, but it was, we just started, you know, talking, getting to know each other. And what I love about my brother Aston is that he nurtured the relationship. He wasn't going for the close like a lot of these internet marketers. What they do is they just, you know, want your money. I guess, you know, they just want to sell you, sell, and push. And my brother was not like that at all. Nurtured the relationship. Then he told me about this Millionaire Mentoring program, and I said, wow, what's this? But I wasn't ready to move forward last year. So, but 5 days ago, I just, we've been, you know, we video chatted, we got to know each other and built that relationship, nurtured it. And I was convinced that this is my new path. Like, this is my, you know, this is the new path that I want to take. And I want to share with, you know, people what I'm, you know, doing. And I love to change people's lives. I love helping people. And that's my true passion. You know, I've gone through a lot in my life. I've had ups and downs. I went through a divorce 8 years ago. I'm a victim of domestic violence. And I recorded my first podcast interview 2 weeks ago. So I'm really, really excited. You know, really, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So it's going to be out there soon, you know. So I just thank my brother Aston for being such an encourager and a supporter of my cause. It's just everything. And this whole culture here, you guys, and, you know, I'm just, I don't know, I just feel great, you know? It just, I don't know how to describe it. I just love the culture. There's a lot of good energy, a lot of good vibes. I just feel it. I just feel, you know, that God put me in the right place. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, you know, and I'm just so grateful that we all connected. So I'm going through the training. I've watched the videos twice. I'm going to start on the third time tomorrow, because each time you watch the videos, you learn. Yeah, you retain. And I've taken so many notes, and you always pick up something that you didn't pick up the first time or the second time. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just, I'm just really proud of all of you, you know, and I'm really, really excited, you know, and being that I work full time, 60% of my job is travel. So I'm an outside sales account executive. I've worked in advertising sales for most of my sales career. So next weekend I'm traveling to Long Island, and I will be there for 1 week. You can ask my brother Aston how much I travel. He's like, you're traveling like crazy. And I still make the time to do this. Yeah, I make the time. It's an hour a day. And you can, you know, do 15-minute blocks.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
This is the benefit of a mobile business, okay? We have the phone, but I make the time. So if somebody tells me that they're too busy, I don't buy into that, because I know I know, you know, what I have to do. I'm single, self-supporting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's amazing. Love it. Yeah, we're very happy to have you inside, Angeline. It's amazing. You've brought wonderful energy to the community as well. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, CD.
Yeah, totally.
I love the high energy and vibration here. This is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. And I'm so glad to be here.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you so much,
Very
Sharon.
glad
I
you're
appreciate
here.
that. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
And my brother Aston.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for that, Angeline.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. That's awesome. All right, guys. So I guess Aston, John, would you like to say anything further here? Anything to add at the end, or go ahead, Aston.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Aston.
Well, yes, guys. What I'm going to say is, I think we've got 46 people on this broadcast here, which is fantastic, So first of all, thank you so much for taking out the time of your day to jump on in. Now, what that tells me is you guys are seeking more in your life. You know, you are here for a reason. The universe has brought you here today. So if you are seeking more, you know, you seeking more finance, you're seeking your breakthrough, you might be in an online business, but things is not working out for you, then I'm here to tell you, you're in the right place. All you have to do is submit your ego, throw your head over the wall, and get involved. Because this will literally change your life. This is the thing, guys. We've only got one life. Don't die with any regrets. That's me. Thanks.
Thanks, Aston.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Aston. That's real, man. I just want to piggyback on that, man, because that was me, you know, standing there, you know, looking at that decision, and I said, man, you know what? This is it. This is the last shot. This is what I'm gonna do. And like he said, man, anybody who took their time out of their day to come and visit with us tonight, or morning or afternoon, then, you know, that means, you know, just like you said, you're looking for that next step, man. And you know, I can tell you all day long, it is that next step, you know. And as far as taking your hat and throwing over the wall, take your shirt and your shoes and your socks, and just sling it all over there. Take those shoes, tie them together, throw them up on the power line, because you're here. You're where you need to be. There's no joke about that. Man, we all speak it. We believe it. We feel one another. It's just one of those things that words can't explain it until you actually see it with your own two eyes, man. And you just, you know, once you get involved, you see what you've been missing. You know, like he said, if you've been in an online business, you've been drugged down the line, you know, through those broke man models there, man. You start seeing, oh my God, I missed that. Why wasn't I taught that? Why wasn't it this taught? But you know, it lived up to the hype. It lived up to the hype because, you know, if you're sitting there looking at it, you're wondering, man, is this what I need to do? You know, get back to the person who invited you to this video and hit them up. Get started. Yeah. Get yourself started.
Totally. I completely agree with you guys. I mean, obviously 100%, completely amazing. So guys, I think we'll wrap it up here, Dare. I just, I want to thank you guys also for coming out here, you know, spending your time with us. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us today. That's amazing. Thank you for the energy exchange. I hope you guys got some value. I hope you enjoyed our interviews with John and Aston and Angeline and everybody. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I really want you guys to know, honestly, like it's totally possible for anybody to succeed in the online space if you know what to do. Okay. So just believe in yourself, believe in your dream, like believe it full-heartedly because it's totally possible.